Hello everyone, happy Christmas Eve from the West Ham Irons channel. Hope everyone is good. Big day tomorrow, Christmas Day, especially if you've got children. What a day it is for them. My children are kind of teenagers and above now, but I've got all those videos of them when we used to put the presents up and they believed in, well, I better not say it, but yeah. You know what children are like. We used to put the carrots out there, the milk out there. And yeah, hope you guys, no matter what age you are, you get what you want. Hopefully you'll find time in the holidays to meet with some family you don't see that often, parents, grandparents, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's put football to the, well, after this show anyway, let's put football to the back shelf, back bender, back whatever you call it, and let's have time to reflect the year, spend time with loved ones, family ones, have a good drink, have a good dinner, relax, regenerate the batteries for next year, and there we go for another year, isn't it, everyone? Really, but listen, it's Christmas Eve. Before I get into it again, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported me, supported the channel over the 1 or 2 years we've been going. We've gone well past the 2,000 subs mark. We're heading towards 3,000 subs, and as promised, I will do a show every single day for you guys. I can see you guys love it, and in return, you can see the viewership, the ratings, the subs goes up a lot. So yeah, last year I took 3-4 months out. I know it didn't help, and then yeah, I came back, and now I'll be coming back every single day, and I will definitely try to make time for that, for new content, and yeah, try to bring new people on the show if I can, that kind of thing really. But anyway, yeah, it's football, it's Christmas Eve. We are, let's start off with everything. We are actually, yeah, we're kind of sixth in the league. Chelsea got rolled over earlier today by Wolves, which is again really weird. Things are going on, but when you look at everything, I think yeah, I mean, on form, we're seventh on the form table, just behind, actually on level with Arsenal and Tottenham and Bournemouth, 10 points from 5. In the standings, we are sixth. So with 18 games gone, yeah, nearly halfway. One more game and you are halfway. We're on 30 points, sixth place, which should get you European football. So should seventh. Chelsea in 10th, everyone, is 8 points behind us. We've got 8-point lead over the team in 10th, which is Chelsea. That tells me that unless something goes wrong really, really terribly, we should be in the top 10 for the foreseeable, at least couple of months, I would have said, which is something to just have comfort with, that you are going to be in the top half. And going to the January window, being in 6th place, just got 1 or 2 niggles in the squad, I think. I've heard rumours Antonio should be back at some stage. Agard, I don't know why he didn't play yesterday, not on the bench. I haven't got a clue. So we're in a good position. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too much into the Moyes thing at the moment, but it's a good base to build on. We've got a new sporting director in. Hopefully he's been thinking about 1 or 2 things, and we'll go into what we need in the show, really. So I think we're in a good place, and we should be happy. We should be, yeah, going to Christmas with nothing too worried about, really. Again, yeah, this is the 5 takeaway show that I try to do after each game. 5 takeaway points that I want to discuss with you guys that I think are relevant, especially from the game and going forward, really. So without any more delay, let's go into the first one. I'm trying to think, shall I get into the good news or bad news? What do you think? I think let's start off with some good news, really. And yeah, it's the 3 amigos. Paqueta, Bowen on Kudos, and at least in the last 3 games, 3-4 games that we've won and done well in, these 3 are the ones where all the goals, all the creativity is coming from, and they're forging a really, really good relationship. Paqueta said in an English interview, one of his first, I was told that before he receives the ball, he's already thinking about how he's going to play Bowen and Kudos in. So there's really good chemistry going on there. There's great chemistry between Paqueta and Emerson, which I will go on to one of my other points, but certainly for this particular first point, it's really, really exciting. I think if you look on the open market, if we didn't have these 3 players and he wanted to buy them from West Ham, or West Ham wanted to buy them from any other club, Paqueta should be around 70 million, Bowen around 50, 60. Kudos around 50, 60. So that's nearly 200 million, everyone. These three are worth in and around 190, 200 million if you wanted to buy them. And that goes back to my point saying how really we should appreciate these three. And again, say thank you to the owners, the technical director and David Moyes for buying these three. I know I do have a go at a lot of things in my shows, but again, I want to keep it balanced. And I think it's time to again reflect on some of the good work that's gone on the last 3-4 years and certainly the last 12 months. There is a lot that we need to improve, and you know about that. Jazz goes on about it enough, but let's appreciate, amongst other things, these three players. I mean, any club would want these three. Even Man City, I'm sure they're like one of these three. I think Pep is interested in Paqueta. Klopp was singing, praises of Bowen the other day, so it's not just me saying it. It's proof out there. The managers are saying good things about them. Still trying to get rid of that cold, everyone. Sorry about that. Kudos. Yeah, Brighton wanted him. Chelsea wanted him. Den Haag is he knows about him, but I've heard they don't really get on. That's why one of the reasons nothing really happened. So yeah, I just wanted to mention, great takeaway point. These three are kind of on their own, a brilliant understanding. Because we don't have a striker at the moment, the interchanging positions is very fluid. So Bowen and Kudos interchange between any of those three positions up front. Paqueta drops back sometimes CDM, then he goes on the wing, then he comes in number 10. So he floats about everywhere. I think these three just go around anywhere. That's why it's sometimes hard to figure out what formation we're playing, and then you watch the game and you try to, like yesterday even said that, for me, even in the back five, I think we played with wing backs in Kufal and Emerson, and then what's his name? Zuma and Mavropanos were the two left and right sided central defenders on the edge of the box, but in the middle as a sweeper, central half was Alvarez, like a sweeper. So in effect, we had three centre halves there. He was a sweeper. He was going back, helping the two centre-backs, and then with the ball he's trying to break it up before he gets to the back four and then win it and then give it to the people ahead of him like Ward-Prowse and Souček. So it's very interchanging, it's very fluid, and I kind of like that because I think Moyes needs that. We can't just keep playing 4-2-3-1. Other point I'll go into why he doesn't change it either, but for this first point, I'm sure you guys agree in the comments that let's really, really thank the club that we've got these three. Let's appreciate them because I think we're very, very lucky we got them. And any other club, any other fan would love any of these. And that's 180, 190, 200 million worth of talent. So that's just something to reflect on. The next thing, again, carrying on the good feeling, is Emerson. I think and again, being honest out there, I didn't think he'd make the impact the way he has. He came in for around 13, 14 million. I called him a Chelsea reject. He'd played about 8, 9, 10 games in 3 seasons for Chelsea. Wasn't really part of their first team or squad or anything like that. But we spotted something. We got him in at a good fee. And in the first season, again, Moyes, he doesn't bring players in straight away. He just very slow in bringing them in, but then suddenly this season he had a really good run in the team and you've seen the benefits. Him and Paqueta are like brothers from another mother, like I said. What a great understanding down that side, overlapping each other, interchanging with each other, playing it in the corners and pockets. I absolutely love it. And again, I know my concern is that we are the oldest squad in the league. Emerson is about 30. I would like to go in for younger fullbacks, not to shove him out the team, but to provide him with competition and one eye on the future. Because being a fullback, being a wing back, physically, it's probably one of the most demanding roles on the pitch. You really, really need to be at it. And when you're hitting 30, it's going to get more and more difficult as the seasons go by. But certainly this season, he's up there as one of the, for me, exactly asked all the fans did a poll tomorrow alongside your usual the three amigos. I think Emerson's name will be up there as a potential ham of the year so far. He's been that good, he's full of confidence, and I like that. And he's not afraid of, because every single game, every team in the Premiership is good. And in their opposition, when you're fullback, you look at who you're going to be marking. You're going to be marking pace. You're going to be marking strength, stamina. As a fullback, it's not easy, right? Because Emerson and Kufal are not the quickest. They're not the strongest. They don't have the greatest stamina. But what they both have is a lion's heart. No matter who you're up against, especially Kufal, he loves a scrap. I like that. He gives a bit of a niggle, he gets it back. Both of them are like that. So special mention. My second takeaway point is bravo, Emerson. Long may it carry on, son. And again, just being partial, being honest. When I'm wrong, and you got to give pat on the back to people like that, mate. So well done on that, mate. Let's go into something a little bit negative. Mavropoulos. Like Haggard, I've given him pelters, like Souček in the past as well, Antonio before that as well. He's done nothing so far that makes me change my mind. And yesterday, literally in the first half alone, there was 3 mistakes from him. You know, giving the ball away, not clearing it, not being able to read the situation and penalty area, that kind of thing. I'm not impressed with him. I really wanted to keep an eye on him yesterday because I thought United would be half decent. When you're playing in Europa or Europe, we're literally so good, the opposition don't get anywhere near the defence. And I can't quite tell if he's good, if he's not. I really want to see him in the league. And he's alongside Zuma. And the goals haven't come either for him through set pieces. He's not getting anywhere near the Ward-Prowse corners either for me, which he kind of was at the beginning, but now it's all gone quiet for him. And in terms of marking, being a defender, I don't see him as a solution. That's an area that's quite worrying me now, because Kufal and Emerson are they're doing it. They're all right. They're ticking along. But in that centre-half positions, we got issues, right? Zuma, due to his knee, due to his age. He's not really that old, but I'm just saying he can't play 2-3 games a week all the time. Mavropoulos is shit. Haggard is shit. Oggy's shit. Don't really have anyone in there. Ben Johnson, he's all over the place. Big issue in there. And this is my third takeaway point. I'm really worried. And what we do in a lot of the windows, and this goes back to Kehrer as well, we spend a bulk of the money on, most of the time, 50-60% good players, 1 or 2 not. But then most of the time, when we're just looking at loose change, I mean, 15 million isn't loose change by any means, but in football terms, sometimes when we've got 10 million left, 15 million left, we just spunk the money and waste it. You know, a lot of people like Kehrer, 15 million. Luckily, like I said, Emerson, 30 million came off. But this is a kind of, like, I wouldn't say panic signing, but it's kind of, we don't really have enough money to perhaps go for something a bit better. Then instead of waiting or really thinking about it, we just go and just buy anyone around the 15 million mark. And 15 million is a kind of fee which they're not going to be that great. They're not going to be that bad either, but they're just going to be average or below average. And that's what we're getting with Kehrer. That's what we're getting with Mavropoulos and 1 or 2 other signings that hasn't worked out. And for me, I followed football quite a lot, and I can't see this thing. I mean, if you look at his history, he was with Arsenal. They kicked him out. Then he went missing for years. Then he came back with Germany. But even when we bought him, I look at 2 things when we buy players. I look at that club he's coming from, how they're doing. I look at their formation. I look at how this guy's fitted in that formation. And then I think, how is he going to fit in our formation? So I think he came from Stuttgart, who literally stayed up on a playoff game. They finished 3rd from bottom in the Bundesliga. They let in 60, 70 goals, right? And normally you get relegated, but in Germany, when you finish 3rd from bottom, you go into a playoff, and they stayed up because of that. And then we bought their defender. Listen, he got 5-6 goals, I get that. But again, I keep saying, I'm old school, and I think I've got a point. When you're buying a defender, you're buying for the defending first. You're not buying for the Haggard, the 25-yard passes and that kind of thing. I don't care about silky smooth defenders. I want pure tackling. I want pure marking. And then after that, if there's anything additional, it's like Ake at Man City. I think he's shit at defending, but he's got this thing that Pep loves, bringing it out and all that. But you've seen City lately. I think it's due to 2 players. Ake's one of them. He's fucking shit defender. You got to defend first, then do your other circus acts and all that load of bollocks. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I'm not happy with him. I don't see a future for him, and that's just, I just want to put it out there, really. Let's see which one I go for. Yeah, let's go for another bit of a moan, I'm afraid. Fourth takeaway point for Jazz. First team bench. We saw some of the players against Liverpool. You could say they were hung out to dry. You could say there's too many changes, but none of those players who are usually on the bench, including Liverpool's game, including other bits and bobs, there's nothing there. And now I'm trying to think, that's why Moyes, he never used to do any subs. But then it's his bench, his players. People like Ben Rama, that not when they come on, there's nothing there. Ben Johnson, awful as ever. He might not have started another game many months ago, but I remember the other game he started 3-4 months ago. He had to get taken off. He's all over the place. He's awful on that other day. I can't believe what people saw in him. Like, oh, he was all right. No, he wasn't. He tried to go forward a couple of times, but his core defending is terrible. So I think going forward, unless something changes in the window and he brings one or two players in, he ain't going to make any subs. He's got no trust in them. Even yesterday, I think a few changes. Fornals is another one, isn't he? Absolute fucking waste, mate. These people just need to be moved on. It is worrying. There's a lot of pressure on the starting 11 because there's no help from the bench and beyond that. And I just wanted to put that up, that I think we have a non-existent first team bench. And with so many games we've played so far in the year calendar, so many games in the future coming up as well, we really need to have a really crucial window again. It's going to be another crucial window, I'm afraid, that we need to shift a lot of players out and bring a lot of people in, and especially with the African nations coming up as well. So for me, fourth takeaway point, very worryingly, I would say we've got no first team bench, and the Moyes ain't going to use it. He's not going to make any subs, and that's going to make the pressure, especially on Amigos, more and more. Because after 65 minutes or half time, I'm thinking there's nothing going on here, but we got nothing on the bench. That's even more worrying. Sometimes you're thinking, like Liverpool, they got Nunes yesterday, didn't they? Made a bit of an impact. If we carried on yesterday into the 80th minute playing the same way we did in the first half, or before we got the first goal, there was no creativity from the bench. You could have brought Ben Rama on for nothing was going to happen, and they were going to bring nothing to the table. So it is worrying, and I'm just bringing to the attention of you guys what needs improving on, really, and this is one of them. My final point, Mr. David Moyes. Yeah, very odd. Going back to the league table, that we're in 6th place, we are 8-10 points clear of Chelsea in 10th. I don't think there's going to be a change to David Moyes unless we were in relegation trouble or we lost 4-5 in a row, which I can't see with this team, and I can't see us now. Even if we lose 2-3 on the spin, I can't see us dropping out the top 10 for another couple of months, and then by then you're into February, March, right? And I think he's here for the whole season. A lot of things can happen in the second half of the season. We could finish in a European place. We could win a trophy. We'll see how it goes and see how the board feel about it. For David Moyes' sake, again, I can't believe I'm saying this, he can save his job if he just brings a striker in and another number 10, I think, and just help out the fullbacks. The foundation is there. He does all the hard things right, like I said. He builds a team that hopefully is nowhere near being relegated, which is big for West Ham, as it hasn't been like that in the past. He builds a good solid base, good solid dressing room, good team spirit. People who go through the brick wall for him, good dressing room, all of that thing. I wouldn't say good defence because it hasn't been for a while, so I don't want to say that. Clean sheets are far and few between, but it's there. He's got a job that he can keep. The board are very loyal to him. There's a good job here for him. He's done all the hard work. He's won a trophy. All he has to do is now really... a couple of things I want from Moyes is I want him to buy a striker, one or two. Look for a number 10 like Maddison, and then just buy younger people to help out, centre-halves and a couple of full-backs, just freshen it up. Try to give the youth a bit more team, and bring in an ex-West Ham player coach. I'm looking at Joe Cole, I'm looking at Martin Allen, I'm looking at even Carrick for in the future if he carries on improving. I think the coaching team need it. Nolan, I ain't got no faith with him at the moment. I don't know what he's up to. He could carry on, but I think we need a stronger number 2, really, that he listens to. So, but I can't see those habits dying. I don't know. He's stuck in his ways, and he's getting reasonable success out of it, which will make it even harder for him to change. But if he could do those things, which are so easy for him to do, which are easier for him to do than the things he's fixed, He's got good 11 or good 8, good 6, 7 players he's got there. And then we can improve on... I mean, you look at that team yesterday. I'm not sure on Areola. I'm not sure on Mavropanos. And I don't want Souček playing every game. So that's 8 players that are kind of okay, isn't it? If we get a nice, better centre-half next to Zuma, really find out how Areola does this season, because I'm not sure about it. And then swap Souček and Ward-Prowse around sometimes for... number 10 and then that kind of thing. So it could be like even better. It could be easily so much better for him, because that first half again was drab, wasn't it? Liverpool was really drab, so that thing's still in there. But then with 6, and I don't know how. So it's gonna be one of those things where even Big Sam, I don't think West Ham were any danger of going down, but the football got so bad that the fan power got him out, right? Even though he got us up and won the playoffs and that kind of thing. So I think for my final point with Moyes is that, mate, I've got nothing personal against you. I thank you for what you've done here. You've won a trophy. You've made us solid. You brought 1 or 2 players along and done well with them. And we're in the top 10 all the time. I get that. But for your sake, I mean, no one would be perhaps more happy than me if you would just let your guard drop a bit. Just look at what younger managers are doing around you, because they all respect you. Like Alan Pardew in TalkSport said, you're a solid manager, David Moyes, proper Premiership manager. Everyone looks up to you. You got a job ready at UEFA FIFA tomorrow. People really look up to you, mate. And all you need to do is, mate, just lose that stubbornness a little bit. Buy a striker. Buy one more number 10 playmaker to complement Paqueta. Better centre half. Couple of young players with potential in the full-back roles to interchange with Kufal and Emerson. And job's yours, mate, So that's my final feelings on him, really. And listen, that's it from me. I'm going to go and have my first drink. Got a bit of a drink up at my neighbour's house. I think the neighbours are going to get together down the road and that kind of thing. A very close-knit road, all get on. So hopefully look forward to that. Look forward to opening up presents tomorrow. Look forward to having a bit of Baileys, Get a bit of Baileys once a year, bit of 2 ice cubes in there, bit of rum later on, couple of beers, good food tomorrow. Wife's a great cook. Looking forward to that turkey tomorrow. And enjoy your family time over this festive season. That kind of thing. So be safe, be healthy. Thank you for your ongoing support on the channel. Jazz is going to carry on busting records, busting subs. I'm back, you fuckers. To stay. But anyway, seriously, we'll keep going and a video every single day. God bless you all. Lovely. Merry Christmas from Jazz the Nutter. So take care. Have a great day, everyone. And make sure you have a bit of rum in my name.